Good morning, student. Let us revise our second chapter, that is reconstitution of partnership firm. Under this, the first topic, change in profit sharing ratio. Let us understand once again what you mean by reconstitution of partnership firm. That means any changes in existing agreement among the partners. If any kind of changes takes place in agreement, that is termed as reconstitution of partnership. So the meaning should be very clear. Reconstitution of partnership firm and reconstitution of firm, these are the two different terms. If any relationships are changing among the partner and even firm exists continues even after reconstitution, that means reconstitution of partnership firm. And in the meaning of reconstitution of firm means that old firm dissolved and new firm emerged, that is, that can be termed as dissolution of firm. And this can also be termed as dissolution of partnership, means changes among the relationship between the partners. So when this reconstitution takes place, if there is a changes in the profit sharing ratio, any new partner admitted into a firm, retirement of an existing partner, death of any partner, or if two firms merge, that is amalgamation or merger of two partnership firm. So then question can be asked ki what are the situation when reconstitution of partnership firm takes place. These all are the five regions that leads to reconstitution of partnership firm. Now, let us start our first reason of reconstitution of partnership firm, that is change in profit sharing ratio. Change in profit sharing ratio, what are the adjustments are to be required when this changes takes place in the firm? First of all, there are some steps, four steps we will discuss, we will revise again all four steps. First is determination of sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio. Sacrificing and gaining ratio, we have already discussed how you will calculate that old ratio minus new ratio, because old ratio is already given in the question and new ratio that is also given in the question. Sometime if it is not given, then we have to calculate the new ratio, otherwise we apply the formula old minus new. While solving this ratio, if negative, any partner's negative balance is coming, that shows that he is a gaining partner, and if positive balance is coming, that means he is a sacrificing partner. So why we need to calculate this ratio? Because whatever changes due to change in profit sharing ratio, that some of the item like goodwill and reserves that are to be compensated by the gaining partner to the sacrificing partner, because from now onward the new ratio will continue. So whatever the loss suffered by the sacrificing partner, that are to be compensated by the gaining partner. So first step, you calculate this, who is gaining and who is sacrificing. Second topic that again I am recalling you, that is regarding the treatment of goodwill. As we have already discussed the various valuation method of goodwill, that is average profit method, super profit method, capitalization method. Under this we have discussed two more method, that is capitalization of average profit, capitalization of super profit. So first you have to know the what is the present value of goodwill, and if it is given in the question, it's okay, otherwise you have just apply the formula and calculate the value of goodwill, and then you just find out the proportion of amount that are to be compensated by the gaining partner to the sacrificing partner. So that in the first step already you have calculated the proportion. Then in the second step, with the value of goodwill, you just find out the proportion of gaining and sacrificing partner, and then you pass the entry. What will be the entry? Gaining partner's capital account will be debited with that proportionate amount, and sacrificing partner will be credited with that proportionate amount. I'm just telling you one example. Suppose there are three partners, A, B, and C. A and B are a sacrificing partner and C is a gaining partner. Then what will be the entry? C's capital account debit to A's capital account to B's capital account, and you just individually calculate the proportion what are to be compensated, and then you pass the entry. So this way you have to do the adjustment of goodwill. Now come to the third point, accounting treatment of accumulated profits and reserves. What do you mean by accumulated profit and reserves? These are profits are related to the past period, and this profit now is to be distributed among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio, because it is related to the past period. And if nothing is specified, then you simply distribute this profit reserves given in the balance sheet, of course in the liability side of the balance sheet, and distribute it among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. And if any kind of fictitious asset is given, like advertisement expenses not written off till this reconstitution, or any deferred revenue expenditure, so these items are to be written off now in the old profit sharing ratio. Then what will be the journal entry? All partners capital account debit to deferred revenue expenditure account in case of if item appears in the asset side of the balance sheet. And any reserves profit given in the liability side, then what will be the entry? Advertisement expense account debit, general reserve account debit, profit and loss account debit to all partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. Means written off should be done in the old profit sharing ratio. This is one of the way to do the adjustment if nothing is specified in the question, but these items are appearing in the balance sheet at the time of change in profit sharing ratio. So this is a case A that you just recall when I given you the video separately for case A and case B. So this is about the case B, case A. And case B, that if any no need to disturb that item, simply it will be appear as it is, and you just pass the adjustment entry. Then what you will do? Then again you have to follow the three step. First you calculate the gain and sacrificing of a partner ratio, sacrificing and gain. Second, you just calculate what amount is to be compensated by gaining partner to the sacrificing partner. Suppose reserve is given 20,000 and profit is given 10,000, and advertisement expenditure is given 5,000. Then what will be the net amount? 20 plus 10, that is 30,000. 30 minus 5, because it is a loss, so that is 25,000 is the amount that is to be compensated by the gaining partner to the sacrificing partner. Then what next you will do? This 25,000 you just calculate the proportion that you have already calculated while calculating sacrificing and gaining at the first step, and then that amount you just pass the entry. What will be the entry? Again, gaining partners capital account is debited with proportionate amount to sacrificing partner's capital account with that proportionate amount. So this is the second way to do the adjustment relating to the any accumulated profit or reserves given in the liability side, and any fictitious assets like advertisement, revenue expenditure, deferred revenue expenditure, advertisement expenses that are to be adjusted. So this is what the treatment relating to accumulated profits and reserves. Now the fourth one, that is one of the adjustment, like if any changes in the value of assets and liabilities takes place. So in that case, we prepare revaluation account, that we have already discussed. Revaluation account, what is the nature of revaluation account? That is of nominal nature. And in the debit side, if there is a decreases in the value of assets and increases in the value of liability takes place, that items appears in the debit side. And just opposite of it, if there is a increases in the value of assets, decreases in the liability, these will appears in the credit side. And differences, you just either be profit or loss distributed among the partners, of course in old profit sharing ratio. This is one of the way you just do the adjustment, that is case A. And case B, you just recall, no need to open revaluation account. You just simply do what? Add all the credit items like increases in the assets, decreases in the liability, and then from this you deduct decreases in the asset, increases in the liability. That net effect amount, that is what the amount is to be compensated by the gaining partner to the sacrificing partner. Then what you will do? Again the same gain and sacrifice, you just calculate first step. Second, that already I discussed how you will calculate the net amount while adding credit item of revaluation and deducting the debit item of revaluation, you will get the net amount. And then you calculate the proportionate amount of gaining and sacrificing, and in the third step you just pass the entry gaining partners capital account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. So these all are the four items that we have discussed individually in the different videos. Now again I am just recalling you what the things are to be required if there is a changes in the profit sharing ratio among the partner. And one thing, you just while you will have to face the unit test, you just take the time, how much time you are taking to calculate gain and sacrifice. It should not exceed 30 seconds. So you just check your speed. Gain and sacrifice, suppose question will be asked, there are three partners A, B and C. There was a old ratio, now it is changed to the new one. And what is the situation of B, gaining or sacrificing by what proportion? So you just check how much time you are taking to calculate gain and sacrifice of B. So that type of question will be asked, and be careful about the time. Hardly you will get 40 seconds to solve this gain and sacrifice, otherwise that question will disappear from the screen while calculating. So timing, you just check it. In between these 3 or 4 days are left, you just check how much time you are taking to solve gain and sacrifice of any individual partner. So this pattern of questions can be asked, what are the situation when reconstitution, four options are given which are not the part of reconstitution or partnership, you have to point it out. So at least you must know what are the situation when reconstitution or partnership form takes place, then only you can find out odd one out from that four options. So these all are the some of the guidelines I am giving you, what pattern of questions, what are the way you will get the question, and in the limited time you have to choose the correct one, then only you will score a marks. Because in MCQ there is no chance to think over it. You just read the question and select the correct answer. Now, after discussing all the topics, we come across various ratios like old ratio. What is old ratio? The ratio in which partners are sharing profit and losses before reconstitution of firm is known as old ratio. Sacrificing partner, who are called sacrificing partner, the partner whose shares have decreased due to change in profit sharing ratio are known as sacrificing partner. That is why he is compensated by the gaining partner. And who is called gaining partner? The partner whose shares have increased due to change in profit sharing ratio are known as gaining partner. So this three ratio you come across. Few more ratio let us discuss. Sacrificing ratio, the ratio in which the partner or partners, maybe there are two sacrificing partners, surrender their share of profit in favor of other partner or partners, known as sacrificing ratio. And what is the formula to calculate sacrificing ratio? Old share minus new share. So there may be a question asked, what is the formula to calculate sacrificing ratio? Four options are given. Which one is correct? That is old share minus new share. Now the next, gaining ratio, the ratio in which the partner or partners acquires the shares from other partner or partners is known as gaining ratio. So what is the formula to calculate gaining ratio? That is old share minus, sorry, new share minus old share. Now just now I confused, so be careful while applying the formula. New minus old is a gaining ratio and old minus new is a sacrificing ratio. And new profit sharing ratio, that we have not yet discussed, that we will discuss while we will start a new topic, admission of a new partner. It is the ratio in which all the partners share the future profits and losses. So just now whatever topic we have discussed, in all the cases you already got, there is already new ratio is given in the question, but in the coming chapter you have to find out what is the new ratio. Okay, now see here, the sacrifice, why we need to calculate sacrifice and gain, that in number of time I discussed. First step, you calculate gain and sacrifice. So what is the purpose? That sacrifice made by the partner or partners is calculated to determine the amount of compensation to be paid by the gaining partner. That is why gaining partner is debited and sacrificing partner is credited. That is, partner whose share has increased, that is called gaining partner, to the sacrificing partner because his share is decreased at the time of reconstitution of firm. So such compensation is usually paid on the basis of the value of firm's goodwill as mutually valued by the partner. So this is what the way how the adjustment are to be done if this changes in profit takes place, changes in the profit sharing ratio takes place. So these all are some of the important topic that I discussed just now, and some of the MCQ type question you will receive. I just show you the pattern, the way how the question will be asked. So you must be thorough with each and every topic. Numerical question can also be asked, like calculate gain or sacrifice, what is the adjustment entry if there is a changes in profit sharing ratio, what amount is to be debited in the gaining partner and credited to sacrificing partner. So you just first check your timing, because timing is very important. I know you can solve the question, but the thing is that if that question will disappear from the screen, then what is the purpose of calculating the correct answer? So again and again I am repeating, you just be careful while solving the question and check the timing also. And you just see ki your time should not exceed 40 seconds, because 10 seconds you will take to read the question also. It is of 3 to 4 lines question. So I'm again repeating, you will score a good marks only if your timing is perfect. So timing is important, okay? And again I repeated all the topic relating to whatever I taught in the topic change in profit sharing ratio. If you have any doubts, you can ask through our WhatsApp group, and I will sort it out in the time, because from first onward you are having tests, so do well in your test. Thank you so much and take care.